Welcome to Week 9 Overview Announcement. This is the week of spring break, which you do have even though you're in an online class. So I know you all will be doing like I will and on some island oasis, lounging around, right? Yeah, me neither. So what are you to do during this spring break? So the way we've designed the class and the schedule, we aren't adding any new readings. There's no weekly musings this week. This is a time to get back on track, stay on track, or even get ahead with your major assignments. And the only new thing that will be introduced is starting your portfolio website. So thank you to the person who mentioned that and reminded me that it was time to do that in your weekly check-in surveys. So here's some things that you can work on. Your writing assignment design. If you have not, for whatever reason, started to assign or implement your workshop, however you're approaching that assignment, you definitely need to do that this coming week. It looks different for everybody. Some of you are going to be meeting virtually. Some of you will be sharing perhaps videos, might be doing a video call with each other. Whatever will work for those of you who are doing kind of non-traditional, not in the classroom type setting writing assignment designs. Others are doing it with their students, with their class, or with other teacher students, and that's fine too. Whatever you do, be sure that you are making your own reflective notes as you're implementing and assigning the WOD, because like one student shared with me, as soon as I got started, I knew I was going to do X differently next time. And that's going to be really important for the revise reflect part of the assignment, which will be coming up sooner than you think. Another question that came up in the weekly check-in was, hey, how exactly are we going to be assessed on assessing? And so I just wanted to point you back to the rubric for this assignment, which is found under the writing assignment design. At the bottom of the original handout, you'll see the rubric, and there are parts in each major criteria that discusses assigning and assessing. So you can review that. Essentially, we're looking that you've got a match going on between how you're giving feedback and assessing and your learning outcomes, objectives, and goals. And then we're also looking that you're trying to incorporate the types of feedback you've seen in this class, which we've kind of considered best practices for feedback. If you have any very specific to you questions, just please email me those and I can address them as needed. With your inquiry project, you should definitely be collecting data at this point, looking for secondary sources, exploring, maybe even prepping, maybe even drafting some parts of your presentation and considering the multimodal write-up. I know you were asked to play with that in the previous week, week 8, that's finishing up now. And I've added some additional examples, particularly of the presentation, and you can check those out. You'll have to remember that this course has never been taught in an online setting. So the example presentations, please read through those and make note of some of my comments on them. Obviously, I can't show you what it might look like for you because I've never assigned it in this format before. So we're going to work through all that together, but I think these examples will be helpful for you. The final, only new thing that's going on is getting started with your professional website. Essentially, all I'm looking for you to do is to create the website. We are using an online space called Weebly, and so when you're ready to complete that, you'll come to a new folder under assignments called Professional Website, and this will walk you through. What I suggest you doing is clicking on this link to open Weebly.com in a new tab or even a new window, and then starting the video. As you can see, the video is about 13.5 minutes long. I think with stopping and starting and things like that, it could take you anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to set up the website. Once you have the link, and I talk you through how to get your link in the video, you're going to share that link through Google Plus, and there are instructions on how to do that. Finally, the other things you'll see in this week's folder is there was a survey from the Gilbolt Price Graduate School sent to you all that you may or may not have noticed. asking for your feedback and your experience so far in the online program and online courses. This is completely voluntary. We certainly appreciate your feedback, but it is not a requirement. And so I'm just choosing to remind you. If you can't find that email or don't remember it, don't worry. It's going to be resent 2 more times, March 18th and April 25th. But if you choose to complete it, you only need to do so 1 time. Finally, I thought it was a good idea to kind of get you looking on the horizon, pretty far out on the horizon of what's coming up. In case you haven't checked the semester schedule in a while. So I've got a couple of tables of things coming up. And then even looking further into April, some draft work that will be coming up for feedback in the progression of the writing assignment design, inquiry project, and teaching philosophy. Please let me know if you have any questions. I do want to remind everyone there is a Q&A section that I created based on a comment from a weekly check-in survey a while ago. It's got a few bits of information going there, but maybe while you're doing the video workshops and stuff in the next coming weeks, just have this link open, and as questions come up, you can take notes in your daybook, but you might also pop some over here. So just want to remind everyone of that space. Again, please enjoy your spring break. We don't have any new reading, we don't have any weekly musings, and please ask me questions if you have them. Thanks.